November 26, 2025. Daily Bread. Passage. 2 Chronicles chapter 24 verse 1 to 14. Key verse. Verse 2. Title: Jehoiada, a good spiritual mentor. Joash was 7 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 40 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Zibiah of Beersheba. And Joash did what was right in the eyes of the Lord all the days of Jehoiada the priest. Jehoiada got for him 2 wives, and he had sons and daughters. After this Joash decided to restore the house of the Lord. And he gathered the priests and the Levites and said to them, "Go out to the cities of Judah and gather from all Israel money to repair the house of your God from year to year, and see that you act quickly." But the Levites did not act quickly. So the king summoned Jehoiada the chief and said to him, "Why have you not required the Levites to bring in from Judah and Jerusalem the tax levied by Moses, the servant of the Lord, and the congregation of Israel for the tent of testimony?" For the sons of Athaliah, that wicked woman, had broken into the house of God, and had also used all the dedicated things of the house of the Lord for the Baals. So the king commanded, and they made a chest and set it outside the gate of the house of the Lord. And proclamation was made throughout Judah and Jerusalem to bring in for the Lord the tax that Moses the servant of God laid on Israel in the wilderness. And all the princes and all the people rejoiced and brought their tax and dropped it into the chest until they had finished. And whenever the chest was brought to the king's officers by the Levites, when they saw that there was much money in it, the king's secretary and the officer of the chief priest would come and empty the chest and take it and return it to its place. Thus they did day after day, and collected money in abundance. And the king and Jehoiada gave it to those who had charge of the work of the house of the Lord, and they hired masons and carpenters to restore the house of the Lord, and also workers in iron and bronze to repair the house of the Lord. So those who were engaged in the work labored, and the repairing went forward in their hands, and they restored the house of God to its proper condition and strengthened it. And when they had finished, they brought the rest of the money before the king and Jehoiada, and with it were made utensils for the house of the Lord, both for the service and for the burnt offerings, and dishes for incense and vessels of gold and silver. And they offered burnt offerings in the house of the Lord regularly all the days of Jehoiada. Daily Bread Message. Joash was only a young child when he became king. But he had a man of God, Jehoiada the priest, in his life who not only raised him but gave wise spiritual counsel. As long as Jehoiada was alive, Joash gave his heart to doing what was right in the eyes of the Lord. King Joash's greatest achievement was the restoration of the temple. No doubt, this was due to the influence of Jehoiada. During the reign of Joash's grandmother, Athaliah, the temple and its objects had been desecrated by Baal worshippers. The people had fallen into idolatry. So, Joash commanded the Levites to collect the temple tax used to restore and maintain the temple and all the temple rituals. When the tax was not collected right away, Joash pressed the matter. All the people gladly gave. Joash and Jehoiada hired workers and bought the materials to restore the temple to its original design. As long as Jehoiada was alive, burnt offerings as commanded by God were made. Joash was important as a political leader, but Jehoiada was just as important, if not more, as a spiritual mentor. Be grateful for the spiritual mentors in your life and pray to be one too. Prayer. Father, thank you for those you've put into my life to help me know and serve you. Please also bless me to be a spiritual mentor for someone else. One word. Bless others as a spiritual mentor.